level.
Yeah, 2-3 zone. It's funny that they start with that, but obviously they're trying to make Dawson shoot the ball from the outside. And as a team, Dawson shoots 26% from the three, so that's probably good strategy.
As Vanier will bring the ball back up into the front court. Tournier kicking it out. Now Ba from long range. Not afraid to
These guys are not shy, are they?
Not shy at all. Back up in the front court. Uzu kicking it over towards Ryu. Graham Roach back up top. Ryu inside trying to break the zone. Up and good for two. As Vanier will come back the other way now. Dawson on the board for their first 2 points of the game. As Cheetahs calling their offensive set. As Tournier attacking inside, looking to distribute. 5 on the shot clock, kicking it back up top from the corner. The 3 ball off the mark and a foul will be called on the ground.
Very interesting starting time for the game, 10 a.m. And that'll probably, I don't know if it's going to play any effect. I mean, it's weird. It's not something these guys are used to, but they seem pretty focused right now.
As Dawson will bring the ball back up into the front court. Uzu back over towards Ryu. Still up against the zone. Ryu bringing the ball back out, looking to distribute. He'll feed it over towards Uzu. Pump fake, mid-range shot. Off the mark for Uzu, rebounded by the Cheetahs as they push the pace back up court. Lalonde Hines now with possession here for Vanier. Driving inside, the floater off the mark for Vanier as Dawson comes up on the defensive ball. Back the other way now, Dawson with possession down low. Couldn't connect on that one was Paré. As Vanier comes back up the other way, Lalonde Hines will move it over towards Ba. All 5 points here for the Cheetahs is Ba. Hines at the top of the key, looking to drive inside and fouled on the ground. A very physical matchup here. And Vanier actually producing a lot of talent. One of the Gators players, Yanis Malanda, having a phenomenal season at the university level. A Vanier College alum in the building as well.
I'm sure they miss him a lot today.
As Hines is still with possession here for Vanier. 14 reset on the shot clock, back inside. And a lot of contact down low as a travel will be called up against the Cheetahs. So Dawson looking to inbound here from their baseline, struggling so far to produce some offense up against the zone. Coach, how would you attack this zone?
Well, you got to find the weakness of the zone, and with here, it looks like it's the middle of the key, and you got to try to attack it from inside, outside. And the last time, the first 2 points Dawson scored, they had nice movement, player movement, ball movement. They went high, found the guy down low, easy layup. So when you get a layup, you condense the zone. And now your shots from the outside will open up.
As we'll see here, if Dawson is able to figure out the zone, Ryu looking to inbound the ball. Bringing the ball back up towards Lafleur. Driving inside is Roach, back out towards Ryu. Ryu now will find Roach. Pump fake, he drives up for a mid-range shot on the mark for Graham Roach.
Great balance. And good patience too, and that's what you got, and that's why this game is going to be a mid-tempo game in the 70. The zone will create that.
As Vanier pushing the pace back up court, kicking it to the corner. One more finds Hines. Back off towards the corner, Tournier over to Hines. Vanier continuing to swing the ball around the arc. 5 on the shot clock. Hines looking to put it up. A nice little move there by Hines as he finds the bucket on that one. Good for 2. Uzu now over towards Ryu. Ryu inside, finding Lafleur, back out towards Uzu. Uzu drives in, will connect with Lafleur, out of bounds on that one, so it will be Vanier possession coming back up court.
this rivalry has been in existence forever. I mean, this was the game when I was skinny and playing for Dawson College.
As Vanier looking to bring the ball back the other way. Castelli with possession here for the Cheetahs, over towards Hines. Continuing to distribute the ball. Up against Dawson's man defense. Castelli out beyond the arc, couldn't connect on that one. There is Diouf driving back in, out to Castelli. One more finds Hines, an open look from the three. Can't connect. Dawson on the defensive board, pushing the pace. Back the other way here is Kazadi. Roach coming inside, a mid-range shot by Roach off the mark. Scooped up by Dawson and couldn't connect yet again. So fouled on the shot, going to the line. And a little bit different of a scenery as well. Not in your gym, not used to the rims, so something to adjust to. You mentioned the early game time, not something that they're used to. They're not used to playing in the gym as well. And we have that horrible window, which has a glare on the court. So maybe another factor playing in here on Dawson's offensive side of the ball.
Well, they can't occupy themselves with that right now. They have to think about, okay, how are we going to attack this zone? And another way, you got to beat the zone down the floor before it sets up. And Vanier so far has had great transition defense, able to set up. That's their game plan, and that's why they're leading right now 7-4, 4:34 on the game clock, first quarter.
At the free throw line, Dawson connects on that one
7-5.
as Steven Lafleur will bring it to a 2-point game. Vanier from the baseline, inbounding the ball here. This is Jason Jr. as Hines goes over towards Castelli. Back up court now is Mansit. Castelli over towards Diouf. Kind of losing his footing on that one, regains it, and they couldn't finish at the rim. There is Diouf. Coming back up court now is Dawson with possession. Uzu. A jab step will go back up towards Leith. Leith handoff here. Back out from beyond the arc. Leith a kick out. One more finds Uzu. Fouled there is Uzu on the floor. Picking up their fourth team foul is Vanier, so approaching the bonus is Dawson.
On the floor right now for the Blues is number 7, Cameron Woods, whose father, Jamie Woods, played at Dawson and played on my national championship team here at Bishops.
So very familiar with Lennoxville.
Yeah, you know who I'm going to be cheering for.
Oh, yeah. As an over and back violation here up against the Blues, Vanier will regain possession here in the front court. Coming to inbound is Lenny Kuaku Mansit. Mansit inside. As Castelli now with possession. Driving in is Diouf. Can't finish at the rim as Dawson will push the pace back the other way. Trying to beat Vanier up court. And unsuccessful on the layup there are the Blues. That's a foul called up against Vanier. Heading to the line now is Steven Lafleur for Dawson. As Lafleur puts it up and gets the first to go at the line, looking to go 2 for 2 for his trip at the line.
That's where the Blues are getting their offense right now. They're living off the line, and you know, we don't know much about either of these teams. You just hope that Vanier's got the depth to withstand all this fouling.
And in a tournament like this where you have to win 3 games in 3 days to win the provincial championship, how important is that depth of the bench to your squad?
Well, of course. I mean, you can't be playing with a short bench, you know, 3 games in 3 days. That's asking a little bit too much, especially with the athleticism that we're going to have this weekend.
As Dawson comes up on a defensive rebound, pushing pace back the other way. Here are the Blues. With possession is Leith, kicking it over towards Uzu. A 3-ball there by Uzu off the mark, rebounded by the Cheetahs.
A little bit ill-advised there. That's a little bit too early in the shot clock against that zone. You either want to go, it's funny, you either want to play fast and beat the zone down and take a quick shot because you're open, or now you've got to work it and really try to find the weakness of that zone, and it's a seam that's right in the middle.
As Dawson with possession, looking to attack inside at the rim, and does so. Finishing that one is Cameron Woods. As Vanier will come back up court here for the Cheetahs. Coach, you're just a celebrity out here.
Well, one of Marie Everdeen Barrett, one of our former captains, Lady Gators.
As Vanier cashes that 3-ball.
She's married to Frank, the coach at Vanier, so they coach together.
Dawson now a turnover, finds Vanier coming back the other way, a 5-on-4 up court. Ba attacking inside, out to Castelli, the 3-ball on the mark yet again for the Cheetahs.
Castelli has done something to either his knee or his ankle, but he's intense and he's barking out some defensive calls.
The mid-range shot there by Dawson that connects on that one is Boudelian.
13-10, Vanier leading with 1:55 to go.
Ba over towards Castelli, back up court as Hines looks to check back in the game at the scorer's table. Castelli driving inside, kick out, one more, an open look from downtown off the mark there for Jason Jr.
Jump ball, possession, Dawson. Checking in with the Cheetahs, number 7.
As Castelli will head to the bench here, limping off of the court is Justin Castelli, and back out is Jeremy Lalonde Hines here for the Cheetahs. As Dawson bringing the ball back up court is Leith, and will turn the ball over.
Good pressure by Hines, coming right off the bench and making something happen. He's their top scorer at 13.6.
Inbounding the ball now is JJ over towards Hines. Hines up court for the Cheetahs, kicking it out to Ba. Ba will connect here with Tournier. Back out towards JJ. A little hezzy move, a step back mid-range shot on the mark.
Nice balance. You want to see that. You want to see guys taking good shots, being on balance.
As Dawson moves the ball out with possession now is Boudelian. Woods back out to Boudelian inside. Mid-range shot on the mark for the Blues.
That's how you attack.
Coming back the other way now is Vanier. As the bounce pass off the mark for the Cheetahs. A big recruiting trip here. Has every elite team in the province in the gym, as the Gators coaches of the women's squad have entered the gym. They're preparing for their finals up against the Rouge et Or tomorrow at Quebec City. A 2 p.m. tip-off there for the women's team. As heading to the line is Ludovic Tournier.
And don't forget, we have the game of the season.
The game of the season.
With the university final tomorrow night, right here in the other gym, in the Mitchell Gymnasium. We're blessed here at Bishop's University to have 2 excellent gyms and facilities.
As Tournier goes inside and connects there with Chizenga. And another forced error up on the blue side, but
Vanier up,
lucking out.
12, 30 seconds to go, and boy, this has been their quarter.
Checking back into the game here will be Ryu in favor of Leith. And a foul coming up against Vanier, so head into the line.
His first personal foul.
will be the Blues as Ryu goes up court here for Dawson, set to take the free throw. Good at the free throw line is Ryu. Ryu back up at the free throw line, gets to go yet again is Mathis Ryu as Vanier will bring the ball up the court with Jeremy Lalonde-Hines. Tournier with possession here on the wing, back up top is Hines. Set to attack up against Woods. Both sevens matched up against one another. Hines with a tough shot. Gets it to Cash for the Cheetahs. And another foul coming up against Taba as Ryu will head to the line yet again here for the Blues.
Dawson's been living at the free throw line. I mean, they have 14 points. I think, what, they've had 10 maybe from the free throw line, or 8 at least.
As Ryu here at the line gets it to go on his first, looking to go 2 for 2.
Nice looking stroke.
And able to do so 2 for 2 at the line is Mathis Ryu for his trip. As Vanier will come back up court with Hines. Hines turning the ball over, back the other way as Woods sends up the shot at the end of the quarter. 19-16 here for Vanier up against Dawson. What do you see as the effects of this game?
Well, obviously it's the zone. The zone has set the tempo, and I'll tell you why. People don't like to play against zones because they're not used to playing against zones. That's why I'm a big proponent of having teams play some zone. You don't have to do it exclusively, but it is something that you've got to, you know, as a coach, you want to know, can that other coach, does he know how to attack it? Do they prepare against it? So right now you see that the game is 19-16. That's not a bad not a bad score if you multiply that by 4, but it's not racehorse basketball either.
And Vanier kind of getting into foul trouble a little bit already in that first quarter of play. Do you expect them to continue to press up course and have that high intensity, or are they going to ease off a little bit?
I think you read it. You read what's going on, and you try to mix it up. A steady diet of any defense can be figured out. And that's why you want to change things up. And when somebody calls a timeout, you might change your defense. Maybe for a possession. It doesn't have to be for so long, but that's a really good strategy. You just, I don't like it if it's just the same old, every possession down the floor.
As for the Blues on the offensive side of the ball, they generated a lot of their offense from the free throw line. Is that another testament? You think that they're going to keep on looking inside, trying to get to that free throw line, or are they going to unlock something with all of the pressure they're putting inside, unlock the 3-ball as you were talking about earlier in the game?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure they like to take the 3-point shot, but they have to prove that they can make it. And, you know, neither team, I mean, Vanier is better from the 3-point line statistically. They're at 31% and Dawson's at 26%. So when you've got a 2 in front of your 3, that's not good.
As Vanier is set to inbound the ball here, kicking things off in the second quarter of action. As Jeremy Lalonde-Hines brings the ball back up court here for the Cheetahs. Tournier driving on the baseline, spinning around. Tournier putting it up and fouled on the shot. He'll head to the line for 2.
These teams are very, very well coached. From the Vanier side, Ferris Seda, who's been our Quebec provincial coach, he's an outstanding technician. Wayne Yearwood at Dawson is former Dawson great player, played Division I basketball, played for Team Canada. You know, Wayne's been Coach of the Year in the country. You know, so these guys know what they're doing behind the bench.
As Tournier gets to go at the line, now a 4-point game here. Dawson coming back up court. Uzu with possession. Fake pass, Uzu now looking inside. One more finds the corner. Ryu driving in, Mathis Ryu, good on the floater. A tough look there for the guard. As
Dawson
he finishes
in a
up.
2-2-1, three-quarter court zone press. We've seen a change, and that's good, you see, because you get a team used to playing you a certain way, and boom. Now, all of a sudden, coming out of the huddle in the second quarter, you throw something at them like a 2-2-1, three-quarter court, and with some aggression. That's great.
As inbound ball here for the Cheetahs, as Manset goes in towards Hines.
Manset looks a little like Yanis Malanda, doesn't
He
from
does.
Behind?
As Lalonde Hines inside.
That's a compliment, by the way.
Very much so.
Yes.
Yanis named to the all-second team of the RSEQ. An all-star here for the Gators as Ryu moves the ball over towards Roach. Graham Roach with possession, driving inside, mid-range shot, can't connect. Vanier looking to come back up court. Dawson up against Lalonde Hines here. Looking to stop the bleeding up against Hines as Hines connects yet again.
Hines has showed us a lot. He's shown us a three-point shot, a mid-range game. He brings the ball up. He's their guy.
Ryu with possession. Up against Hines. Looking to distribute into the corner. A three ball on the mark as the Blues connect there. Is Biange from downtown.
Making it 24-21, Vanier with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Hines moving it back down low. Fake pass back up top towards Ba. One more will find Hines, matched up against Ryu. Now Ba with possession, 5 on the shot clock and a travel up against the Cheetahs guard.
Checking in for Vanier, number 14, Justin Castelli.
Oh my, we got number 10 checking in for Dawson College. Do you know why that excites me?
Why does that excite you?
Because that was my number.
Okay.
I thought they retired it, but obviously they retired it on his back.
They did here. As Bundalian tries to go towards the corner and off the mark on the pass. Some communication between the teammates here. Just not on the same page on that pass as Vanier will inbound the ball here from the baseline. Manset goes in towards Hines. Coming up court now and turning the ball over as Dawson will bring the ball back the other way. Euro step and a finish with the left, and a timeout now looking to be called here for Vanier.
Vanier calls time because they've got, right away, Coach Ferris has seen that the pressure in the midcourt is a bit of a problem right now, so they have to straighten that out. One way you do that is you make sure that your players will be coming to the ball and that that they are not too far away from the ball handler, which happens sometimes. Guys will stand and look as opposed to be involved.
And so 24-23, Dawson kind of coming back in this quarter. They switched up their defense a little bit as well. They switched up their press, and then also on the defensive end, they played a little bit of zone for a couple of possessions before switching back to man. So obviously something that you're a fan of. Switching up your defense is something you've taught me at the university level that teams fail to exploit on.
Yeah, especially with a 24-second clock, and especially with the 8-second rule. You know, in my day, it was 10 seconds to bring the ball up. Well, now it's 8 seconds. Well, if you have soft pressure, pressure does not have to be wild, wacky, and crazy. It could be, soft pressure. Make people pass the ball east-west as opposed to going north.
As they're coming back out of the timeout here, Vanier comes up, set to inbound the ball from their own baseline.
Leighton, you think anybody's listening to us this morning?
I think so. I think so.
Who's skipping school to listen to this from BC Jeffs?
Skipping class. Parents are definitely listening in as well. As Castelli here with possession for Vanier. Hines trying to look down low. Hines back over towards Castelli. A three-point shot. Looks good, feels good, is good. As Castelli hits it from downtown.
We've got some.
And a foul will be called up against
Number 23.
Chizanga.
Yeah. A little pushing in the post. Guys have to be smart. I mean, there's 3 refs. You better be careful how you're, taking out your personal frustration on somebody.
Coming back the other way now, Uzu for the Blues. Uzu inside, trying to finish at the rim. Couldn't do so as Vanier will push the pace back the other way with Hines. Hines will get blocked, a huge block there coming up by Graham Roach as Dawson comes up court. Uzu back with possession here for the Blues, over towards Roach. Into the corner, pump fake and stepping out of bounds on that one is Biange.
Yeah, guys just not used to the court, perhaps. And it's a great floor. The floor is super, and it's got bounce in it, and I'm sure the players will like that.
Failing on the shot there is JJ as Dawson will come back up court. Roach attacking inside, hop step, one more into the corner. Uzu mid-range shot, doesn't fall. Comes up with it is Tournier. Back the other way now is Lalonde Hines. He's been the hot hand for this Vanier offense.
He's Mr. Everything for Vanier.
He is. And finishing at the rim, a good look there by Chizanga. Gets his own rebound and finishes over top of the Blues. Bundalian now with possession for Dawson inside towards Roach, back up top. Roach from the corner kicks it up towards Kazadi. Uzu mid-range shot will connect there for the Blues.
He's their leading scorer.
Castelli pushing the pace back the other way here.
Points a game.
A lot of physicality.
29-25, Vanier leading.
Hines, mid-range shot off the mark as Bundali goes back over towards Uzu. Back up court now is Kazadi. Kazadi will go through the contact and no foul called on the play as Hines can't connect on the pass. Gonna have to get the football team to help him out a little bit on that one.
Why is that?
An open look, just some soft hands on that one. Couldn't reel it in. As Dawson will come up here, inbounding the ball from the baseline. Mathis Rioux back out on the court here for the Blues.
1-3-1 look right now. So they're changing up their zone. Now it looks 2-3. So a lot of different, and you know why? It's ball pressure. You have to put extreme ball pressure when you're playing zone. You don't just stand there and wave your arms.
Back out of bounds here. Dawson struggling with that sideline right in front of their bench.
And that tells me that this is a matchup zone. And sometimes you have to spend a bit of time to figure that out. One of the ways that I used to do it is I would get my team to start in a 1-4 high alignment. And now you see, hey, are they matching up? I mean, you really can't if you're playing zone in a 1-4 high alignment.
As Bob with possession will hand the ball off. Vanier continuing to distribute. In the corner, JJ up against Roach. A nice little crossover, but couldn't connect on the shot. As the Blues come back up court with Biange. Uzu back over towards Biange. They exchange yet again. Uzu now inside towards Roach. One more will find Ryu. Ryu driving inside out to Biange. Three-point shot off the mark there for the Blues. As Vanier good on the defensive board. Driving inside, a nice little poke as the ball going out of play off of the Cheetahs. It will be Dawson possession.
One thing you might find when a team plays zone, their best rebounders should be their guards, okay? Because the guys in the back line are busy occupying space with offensive players who are there.
Ryu back out as the Blues attack inside. Roach trying to finish at the rim, does so. Finish it over Tournier.
You don't want to see that if you're the Vanier coach because you don't want them to score layups against your zone.
As Vanier will come back up court here. JJ kicking out to Tournier. Hines looking to drive inside, matched up against Ryu. Physically dominating that matchup as Ryu now gets his hands inside. Dawson pushing the pace back the other way, a 3-on-2. Uzu with possession under the rim, puts it up and fouled on the shot as Uzu will head to the line for 2.
And hopefully tie this game up for his Blues. 29-27, 3:18 to go with Uzu on the line. We're calling him Uzu because saying Uzu Bahimana takes a bit of time. Uzu Bahimana, Uzu Bahimana. We got it now, right?
We got it now. Uzu Bahimana. As a timeout called here for Vanier.
Junior.
Yeah, there's some good names. And
he is the all name, okay? He's MVP of the all name
MVP
squad.
of the names,
We're going to do that this weekend, okay? We're going to figure out who are the guys that got the best names.
I like it, okay? I like it. There's another one here of Dawson, a 4-namer. Greg Brian Wafo Kwam.
Let me tell you something. If you got 4 names, you better be good, okay?
And you better be dangerous.
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's something you taught me my first year. You have 4 names, you're going to be a baller.
Yup. And the number that you wear. See, if any guy that's got 23, you got to say, okay, we got to cover him, right? And number 8, that's another one that you got to cover. Number 3, hey, play him for the shot, not the drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach Michaud.
There you go.
Number 3.
Zach Michaud. Well, he wants to shoot it from the left corner.
He does. As the timeout finishes here, both teams will come back out. Uzu at the line for the free throw, looking to tie things up for the Blues. As looking over at the Vanier bench, it does look like Castelli's getting some treatment on that ankle of his in some visible pain. So something to look out for this Vanier offense. He hit a couple big shots for them. A 3-point threat. As Uzu connects on the second, unable to do so on the first. So 50% for his trip at the line there for Uzu.
3-quarter court, 2-2-1, falling back into.
Backup court now, Ba with possession.
Into a man.
Diouf driving inside. Pressured as he kicks the ball back up towards Ba. Diouf 3-point shot off the mark, rebounded by Moore. Ethan Noah Moore over towards Uzu Bahimana. Ryu now exchanges. Dawson continuing to spread the ball around the arc. Uzu over towards Moore, inside, out. Ryu 3-point shot. Off the mark, rebounded by the Blues. Able to stay in bounds on that one as Biangue goes back up top. Moore over to Biangue. Fake pass, back off to Moore. 3-point shot. Can't connect yet again for the Blues. As Vanier comes up court. Hines inside to Tournier. Back out to Hines. His 3-point shot, able to connect for Vanier.
32-28. Vanier with the lead with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Ryu out to Uzu. 3-point shot from the wing off the mark for Dawson. Vanier looking to extend their lead as JJ comes inside to Hines. Hines off the glass and good for 2 more.
Vanier on their run right now. They're looking very confident.
As Ryu brings the ball up into the front court for Dawson. Using the screen. Pass off the mark there for the Blues. As Vanier will come back up court, a 6-point lead. Hines fouled by Moore.
I am so happy to see this. I'm happy to see, because we don't see that in university. Guys don't change defenses as much. And, you know, it's just refreshing for me, somebody that utilized changing defenses as a strategy, to see different looks and how people attack them.
As Ba inbounds the ball to Hines. With possession here is Hines for the Cheetahs. A 3-point shot by Tournier on the mark yet again for Vanier as they start heating up late in the second quarter. Back up court now, Ryu over towards Moore. Back off to Ryu. Driving inside, trying to finish at the rim, and a tough lay there for the guard. Penetrated the defense and finished at the rim. As Diouf inside and fouled.
Right
there
now,
is
there's
Diouf.
too many holes in the Dawson defense. They're spread out. Vanier is finding the openings, taking it to the rack, and getting results.
As Jean de Brébeuf comes into the building here, ranked first in the RSEQ, only 2 losses on the season for Brébeuf. They'll be up against John Abbott, the 12 o'clock game.
We'll be on the call for that one.
We will be on the call for that one as well. As off the mark on the free throw, there is Diouf, and out of bounds off of Dawson. Subbing back into the game here is junior Chisanda Kazadi. As Uzu in the front court. Over towards Ryu, back off is Uzu. Ryu now, fake pass, trying to drive inside through contact as Ryu regains possession at the top of the key. Uzu now with contact, throws it up and gets to fall.
He was looking for the foul on that one.
Vanier coming back up court. Tournier, 3-point shot. Doesn't connect there for Tournier. As Uzu comes back up court.
Last possession.
He'll
9
find
seconds
Ryu.
to go.
5 on the clock here. Dawson sends it up and Uzu connects. Narrowing the lead to 3 to cap things off here in a first half action.
For Dawson to end the half, 38-35. Vanier was running away with it. They got to come back. They got to figure things out, how to contain Vanier from the outside, close it up on the inside defensively, and you know, we're going to have a hell of a second half.
As both teams head on into the locker room, we will catch you guys at the start of the second half of action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as both teams are taken back to the court. Vanier leading Dawson 38-35 here in Denver Gym out in Lennoxville, Quebec. What a weekend it is of basketball here in Lennoxville. We have the Cégep Provincials underway, the University Finals for the RSEQ tomorrow on the men's side, 7 p.m. tip-off between the home Bishops Gators and the visiting Concordia Stingers. A heated rivalry throughout the season between both teams. They split their series.
We're talking Cégep Basketball.
Cégep Basketball, exactly, as Ryu comes up with possession here for Dawson. Out to Uzu in the corner. Ryu up and a three-point shot off the mark. As Vanier comes up with possession back in their own end off of the defensive rebound. Hines had a dominant first half. He dishes it down low. In the post, a kick out. Tournier back over towards Hines. Driving in up against Ryu. Hines now looking to distribute. Finds Ba. Mid-range shot there by Ba. Off the mark. Loose ball scooped up by the Blues as they'll bring the ball back up court. In the corner, coming up to the wing is Ryu. Graham Roach inside out. Ryu, three-point shot. Can't cash that one as Vanier come up with the rebound. And a steal there by Uzu, put back on the layup. Narrows the lead to 1 here for the Cheetahs. Cheetahs coming back up court. Ba with possession for Vanier over towards Hines. Into the corner is Tournier. Hop step back out to Hines. Ba now a three-point shot. Can't get that one to fall. Foul called as Dawson will inbound the ball here from their own baseline. Kazadi looking to bring it in.
There really isn't much to choose from between these two teams. I mean, it's, you know, who's playing well, who's making their shots and limiting their mistakes. I know that I sound very cliche, but when you've got 38-37 on the scoreboard and you got, you know, 8-8 playing against 9-7. That's what it is.
As Kazadi moves it over towards Roach. Graham Roach attacking inside, a mid-range shot off the mark.
That's not what they want, off the dribble mid-rangers.
A turnover there by Vanier inside. As the big man, Christophe Paré, heads to the line, fouled on his shot. So he'll shoot 2. Got some good length on him, Paré.
He does. We don't have the, you know, the luxury of having stats and rosters and all that stuff like we do when we broadcast our games at Bishops, but and we're high up on the court. Usually we are courtside.
As Paré gets the first to go, trying to go 2 for 2. The game tied at 38 now. And Dawson will gain the lead here.
39-38.
As Vanier bring the ball back up court, looking to break the press. Tournier over to Hines. Hines now with possession.
Again, that's press is not looking to steal the ball. It's looking to delay the attack from Vanier.
Foul there is Tournier.
Tournier's a polyvalent player. You know, he can stroke it from the outside. He's a very willing three-point shooter and showing a little bit of inside gumption right there.
As Tournier heads to the line here. Gets it up and good at the line is Tournier. Puts it up and cashes the second as well as Tournier at the line. As Dawson will come back the other way with Ryu. Over towards Uzu. Ryu back off now. Kazadi inside to Roach. Ryu drives in, gets it poked off as Vanier will come back up court. Mid-range shot.
All right.
Off the mark there for the Cheetahs. As that ball batted out of bounds. So it will be Dawson possession here in the front court, inbounding from the sideline. As Uzu goes in to Paré, back off. Now Kazadi with possession, he'll find Ryu. Back over towards Kazadi. Into the corner, Uzu pump fake, drives in, mid-range on the mark there for Uzu.
He is a scorer.
JJ back the other way, a kick out, one more. Vanier continuing to distribute the ball. Hines, pump fake, he'll drive in. Trying to find JJ inside, 2 passes off the mark.
He's a really nice player. I'm very, very impressed with Hines. Just his poise, his ability to see the floor. He has pump fakes, he doesn't get rattled.
As Ba goes back over towards Tournier. 3-point shot by Tournier on the mark. Tournier
That
from
gives Vanier the
downtown.
lead, 43-41.
Ryu now bringing the ball back up court. A screen given out by Paré. Ryu trapped, will have to go over towards Uzu. 10 on the shot clock. Uzu back over towards Ryu. Trying to drive inside. Loose ball scooped up by the Cheetahs as the gym is erupting here. Hines coming back down the lane and a charge called.
Just as I said that he's got all kinds of poise and control, he charges into the key. That's not him though. That's not like him. He's a stop and pop guy. Anyhow, we're worried if people are listening to us. Well, I know one guy in Sherbrooke, my buddy Michel Fortin with the Sherbrooke Volontaire is listening, so
and
thank you.
Rowan Halpenny as well, listening in.
Number 5 on the charts, number 1 in his parents' hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Rowan Halpenny.
5er out there. As Dawson looking to come inside. Sending it up and can't finish at the rim. There is the big man as Vanier push the pace back up court. JJ into the corner. 3-point shot on the mark by Diouf as Vanier will extend their lead.
46-41. They are playing with a lot of poise. Like they're getting what they want. You know, they're not fighting. They're not fighting themselves, and they're finding holes in that Dawson defense.
As a injured player here, Uzu for the Blues.
He's walking off okay. He's a gamer. He's gonna get seen, and then he'll be fine.
And so subbing into the game for Uzu will be number 11, Luca Bianche, as both teams coming back out onto the court. Vanier extended their lead to 5 off of a 3-point shot by Tournier.
But they're moving the ball well. They share it. You know, they share it. That's a result of what happens in practice. And it's great to see that.
Bundalian coming back up court here for the Blues. As Bundalian goes up, regains possession into the corner now is Kazadi inside Graham Roach. Now Kazadi back up. Nice little jab step, creating separation. Off on the shot, however, was Bianche. Back up court are the Cheetahs. Lalonde Hines. Attracting a matchup favorable to his advantage as he goes off the rim.
Nice take and make with the left hand off the glass. Soft kiss.
Kazadi back up towards Bianche. Graham Roach are kind of stumbling and he's in some pain now.
All right, Dawson needed you know, they need to stop the bleeding. One way to do it is to get to the free throw line. That's got to be your priority. You know, your priority on offense. We have talked about it in our university broadcast, but your priorities should be: you got to look to get fouled. Okay, you got to look to get layups, and then you got to look for the three. Because when you're looking to get fouled and when you're getting layups, it means you are attacking the defense. When you attack the defense, now the three-point shot opens up. A lot of times people do it in reverse.
As coming back up court now is JJ. Kicking out towards Tournier, driving inside, and a foul up against Dawson. So that's only their second team foul here, up against Vanier's fourth. Vanier kind of got in foul trouble in the first quarter as they sent Dawson into the bonus and gave them an opportunity to climb their way back into the game. Similar situation here in the third, sitting at 4 team fouls for the Cheetahs. As Diouf goes over to Hines. Hines driving inside for the Cheetahs, back out to Diouf. A three-point shot by Diouf off the mark. Tournier chasing in on the rebound, couldn't collect it. Bienge trying to finish at the rim, and he does so.
Looking like Yanis Melanda, number 11 from the game.
He does. Hines back up court. Under pressure here by Dawson as Tournier, an open look, cashes that one on the mark for Vanier.
Stroke. Dawson kind of changed up their pressure. They were doubling the ball a little bit deeper in the Vanier territory. And now Coach Wayne Yearwood's calling a timeout. He's seen enough. 51-44 with 4:07. The key is, what does Dawson do now? What does he have in his bag? We're doing this pretty cold, and Leighton, you are doing an incredible job. You just found out yesterday that you're doing this, and you know everybody's name, and you're calling this flawlessly, man. You've got a gift, so continue, my man, continue.
Thank you. Did my homework. You know, the second you called me, I opened the computer. I was watching a phenomenal basketball documentary on Netflix, Court of Gold.
Court of Gold,
Court of Gold, really good, good documentary. Was watching that one about the Olympics and kind of giving me a little bit similar of what the weekend's going to be coming like. Your body's going to be under a lot of pressure here for the players, and it's how they're going to adjust to it. As we'll see here coming into the timeouts, a 51-44 in favor of Vanier over Dawson.
And right now, though, the problem is Vanier's got 5 team fouls. And so they're in the, Dawson will be in the bonus. That's something you've got to talk about in your huddle. You got to say, guys, we've got to attack. They've got 5 on them. You know, referee calls it, we've got potential 2 points at the free throw line.
As Dawson will look to come out of their huddle here, heading to the free throw line. Down by 7 right now, looking to make it a 5-point game as Uzu comes back out onto the court.
He wasn't injured for too long, was he?
No, he was not. Just needed a little breather on the bench.
Well, he was tended to, but got a nice stroke.
Gets it to go, yeah. He's got some fresh tape on that left ankle of his. So, obviously, an asset to this Dawson team. Keep an eye out on him as another person who was tended to earlier in the game back out on the court, this time for Vanier. Castelli making his way onto the court for the Cheetahs. As Diouf backing away over towards JJ. Back off now, Castelli into the corner. And some good hands on the defensive side of the ball there for Isaiah Graham-Roach.
Good denial defense. You don't see a lot of people playing in the lanes, applying that kind of pressure that far from the basket these days. So that's what we did in my day.
Manset inbounding the ball here for Vanier as he'll go over to Castelli. Castelli turning around will find Tournier. Tournier, the hot hand from beyond the arc here for this Cheetahs offense. Sends it up and almost going in. A good look as a jump ball will be called. And it'll be Vanier possession.
Now, you might see me this weekend with a lot of empty coffee cups.
Why's that?
Because we got our VIP wrist, right? And they got Tim Hortons in the VIP room. And it's roll up the cup to win. So I'm going to take
all the cups.
I'm going to take all the cups I can get.
As Dawson will come back the other way. Bienge into the corner to Uzu. Uzu back up inside and almost stolen, but not quite by Diouf.
That's a power move. Yeah, that's what the big man's got to do. 51-48, Vanier holding on to their lead. Attack, and the Blues are creating some havoc with some three-quarter court pressure, but,
Diouf trying to rise up, couldn't quite finish at the rim as Uzu comes back down the lane and a charge up against Uzu. Diouf almost adding to his highlight reel on that one. But denied at the rim by Steven Lafleur. So the offensive foul results in Vanier gaining the possession on their own baseline.
And now Dawson is picking up full court. They're going to make this a track meet. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go, and this is 100 max defense.
As both star players here for the Blues as well as the Cheetahs, Hines and Uzu matched up against one another here. Sharing a few words as the ref had to come in and warn them.
Well, that's a hell of a matchup for us to look at, right? Uzu against Hines.
Offensive foul, Dawson number 5, Team Gunning Jr., Uzu Yamada. Third personal foul.
As Uzu picked up his third foul, the ball inbounded, created a turnover. Uzu goes up and can't finish at the rim. Graham Roach now will put it back up for the Blues, and we've got a 1-point game here.
Pressure paying dividends. We'll see what kind of poise they have.
And now a foul coming up against Dawson.
Yeah, you don't want to foul, 50 feet from the basket. Let them make the mistake. When you play pressure, you don't have to be reaching. You don't have to be the one stealing. Apply good pressure. Keep the man in front of you. Let him make the mistake. Just like right there.
As Vanier creating another mistake created there by Dawson's pressure. Poked out of play off of the Cheetah, so it will be Dawson possession with 19 left on the shot clock.
I give a lot of credit for that timeout to Coach Wayne Yearwood. You're not playing well, don't keep doing the same old, same old. Come up with something, change. Do it better, do it harder, or change it. 3 options.
Uzu into the corner. Biangé now with possession. Biangé with 5 on the shot clock, sends it up. The bank shot, no good as Diouf comes down.
That was a throw, that wasn't a shot. It's not what they wanted, but the shot clock was down.
Hines attacking inside, kick out to Diouf, a 3-point shot off the mark. Recovered by Dawson as they'll look to come back the other way with Bundalian. Uzu looking for the foul. Didn't get it as his pass off the mark.
In this gym right now, there's 2 of the greatest point guards in Bishop's University history. 2 guys that played for me, who I consider sons. David King, who's going to be coaching the next game, John Abbott College, and Ryan Thorne, who's the head coach of the McGill men. And you have no idea how proud I am to have those guys as part of my family tree in basketball.
And sticking with the game as well.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Ibrahim and Ngom.
Well, Ibby's the young blood, okay? He's the young guy that I'm trying to help mentor a little bit.
As Dawson comes up with possession into the corner, back up top. A 3-point shot off the mark. And the refs discussing here, out of play off of Vanier, so it will still be Dawson possession, 14 left on the shot clock. Set to inbound the ball here is Jason Vergel Bundalian. Turned over as Vanier comes back the other way. Hines throws it up and can't finish the layup. Diouf putting it back up though for his point guard.
53-50 Vanier with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in this third quarter.
As Uzu goes back over towards Bundalian, now Graham Roach back down low. Biangé up to Uzu. Uzu driving in, inside, trying to finish it, can't do so. 14 reset on the shot clock. Biangé to Bundalian. 3-point shot off the mark. Uzu recovers on the offensive board. Gundalian now driving inside, trying to finish. Tournier comes up on the block. As Vanier continuing to come back the other way here. Had a huge defensive stand, now looking to turn it into offense. Hines narrowing down, 10 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Hines driving inside, trying to finish at the rim and fouled. Is Hines, as Bianchi will pick up the foul. In the bonus now is Vanier, so they'll be at the line shooting two.
Dawson foul number 11, Luca Bianchi, his third, team's fifth.
As Lalonde Hines at the line for Vanier. Gets a free throw to go. Trying to go 2 for 2 and unable to do so as it's rebounded here by Dawson.
He did the dreadful fadeaway. He shot the ball and faded right away. Stay with it.
5 on the clock. Dawson with the last shot. Uzu sends it up, fouled on the shot.
That's not a good foul. Keep, just contest and affect the shot. With 0.9 seconds to go, and we're going to say his name, all right? Uzu Bahimana gets to the free throw line for 3 shots, right?
And he does. He gets the first to go. A nice look at the free throw line. He's looking to go 2 for 2, and the foul was up against Mamadou Hadi Ba, who picked up his 3rd personal foul. As we've got
not the way you want to go into the huddle with less than a second to go. But the Blues are now within 1 point, 54-53 at the end of the third. And how about my guy, number 30, Steph Curry, last night, busting 56, making 12 threes, scoring 21 points in the third quarter by himself. That guy is half man, half amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the Golden State, man, they're looking dangerous.
They're looking good now with
Jimmy.
With Jimmy B. He's he's added something to that team. This is what a great time. If you're a basketball fan, what a great time of year this is. We've got the CJEP provincials, we've got the university finals, we've got the NCAA heating up.
March Madness
I
coming
haven't
up.
paid a lot of attention. I'm an NBA guy. I've always been, but I don't like watching 19-year-olds who don't know how to pivot. And, all good, but we're going to see some incredible basketball.
It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we've got our first game here for Dawson and Vanier, a rivalry to kick things off. What a better way there's no better way actually to kick off a weekend filled with activities than having a rivalry, which dates back, as you mentioned, to when you were playing.
Well, into the 70s, and I was very fortunate. I played at Dawson College from 1974 to 77, and in my 3-year career, we lost 1 elite game in 3 years. And yeah, we were number 3 in the country. My first year, we were number 1 in the country. My second year, and in my last year, we were number 2 in the country. And so I was very, very proud to be part of that Dawson tradition. We won the first national championship for Quebec, and it's continued at that school. But Vanier is also a storied program with great players who've gone on to great careers. Andy Herzog is the architect of that program, hell of a coach and person, and well, here we are.
Here we are as the fourth quarter is underway. Dawson looking to attack inside and will do so. An N1 opportunity here for the Blues. Finishing that one strong. There was Lucas Bianchi.
And you know how much I like that, right?
Oh, yeah. As Bianchi at the line here for Dawson. Trying to cap off the 3-point play. And does so. Dawson now a 2-point lead. The biggest lead that the Blues have had in since the first quarter.
And I was just talking about Andy Herzog, right? Well, he messaged me too to tell us that he's listening in and he's enjoying the. Well, of course, this is his baby here.
It's his alma mater.
College. Yep.
As Vanier back up in the front court now with possession. Tournier over towards Ba. Ba will exchange with JJ. Sizing up his defender. JJ into the corner. It's Diouf, 3-point shot blocked to there. Coming out of nowhere was Steven Lafleur, who read that one like a book. Blocking that one out of bounds.
The intensity is revving up, and Dawson's got a 56-54 lead. 9 minutes to go. It's an eternity here in the fourth quarter. Here we go, Hines. Yes!
Hines will cash that one from beyond the arc. Regaining the lead here for Vanier as both teams go back and forth with one another. Up court now are the Blues. Biange over towards Uzu. And Uzu kind of selling that one a little bit as Ba will pick up his 4th personal foul.
His 4th, team second.
Subbing back into the game here is Mathis Rioux for Jason Vergel-Bundalian of the Dawson Blues. And Vanier now looking towards their bench as Justin Castelli comes on for Ba, as well as number 13, Lenny Kwaku Manset coming onto the court for Vanier. Dawson with possession as Rioux will kick it out to Uzu. Uzu floater is off the mark and recovered here by the Cheetahs. As Hines will push pace back the other way. Tournier driving inside, can't finish over top of Lafleur, who picks up his 2nd straight block.
Lafleur is imposing himself. He's making a difference in this game.
In 2 possessions, Lafleur comes up with 2 blocks. Castelli now inbounding the ball for Vanier. Sends it up, and turning the ball over is Castelli. Uzu Bahimana coming back down the court. Biange finishes at the rim for Dawson.
58-57. This is going to be seesaw in this quarter.
As Vanier will inbound the ball here from the baseline. Tournier over towards Hines. Hines bringing the ball up court for the Cheetahs. Hines driving inside, a nice little Euro step up against Rioux. And Diouf now will be fouled on his shot. So he'll head to the line.
Dawson foul number 0, Isaiah Graham Roche. 2nd personal foul, teams.
Graham Roach picked up his 2nd foul.
Number 11, Amadou Ba.
So
and number 23.
good on him, staying out of foul trouble in today's game.
You know, coaches think ahead, and they're thinking, okay, in a tight game like this, what will change this? What will change it? What do we need to do? What, you know, who do we have to go at? And then it comes down to intangibles, you know? It comes down to guys getting loose balls, guys hitting free throws. Or not.
And a free throw made there by Diouf.
58-58.
Rioux coming back the other way here for the Blues. Rioux into the corner. Uzu back up top. Distributing here is Dawson. As Rioux goes over, a 3-point shot by Uzu off the mark. Graham Roach comes up on the rebound and off the glass, good for 2.
You know, so much credit to both teams for playing so hard, you know, early in the morning where they're not used to this. This is great. This has got like a championship game intensity to it.
As Ba off the mark on the 3-point shot. Good and recovering for his teammate as Randy Chizanga. Rioux back down towards Biange. Up top, Rioux now Uzu with possession. Off to Biange. Continuing to swing the ball. Here's Dawson looking inside towards Roach. Can't connect with him. Ba comes down the lane. And fouled is Ba.
You know when I can tell that a team knows how to play zone defense?
How's that?
And it's going to sound really simplistic, but it's true. When you've got only one guy looking to cover the ball. What happens in zones is many times you've got 10 eyes looking at the ball. In a zone, you've got to look behind you. It's what's behind you that's the most dangerous.
Got to keep your head on the swivel.
Have one guy handling the basketball. And we've got Anna Haller and her mother Carol coming right by us.
As at the line, Ba got the first to go and able to go 2 for 2.
Anna coming to see her son, Miles King, the top scorer for John Abbott, and a very proud grandma as well.
As Dawson back up court now with Ryu. Trying to go into the corner, couldn't do so as Dawson will turn the ball over. Vanier coming back the other way.
Vanier with a 62-60 lead and the ball. 6:56 to go.
As Biangue poked that one off of out of bounds.
It's a great CJEP game. Really impressed.
Looking to inbound the ball here is Vanier.
And a well-officiated game, too.
As a little confusion here at the scorers table. A sub being called on, so
just protocol. Let's follow the protocol. Do it the right way.
Matsis Ryu heading to the bench here for Dawson.
Switch on defense, man-to-man.
Sticking with it. Up against Hines is Budalian. Hines trying to go inside. A loose ball scooped up there by Uzu. Uzu distributed out to Kazadi. Back the other way now is Roach. Budalian over towards Uzu, regains possession. Uzu by Imana. Off to Kazadi now, on the wing, Kazadi. Dawson continuing to distribute, 5 on the shot clock. Graham Roach's shot off the mark. Rebound coming up by Kazadi.
It was a mugging. That was not great offense by Dawson there. They were just perimeter, like not looking to attack that zone. They're just passing it along the perimeter, hoping nobody cutting with sincerity into the lane.
Second personal foul, team's third.
You got to cut like you mean it, like you want the ball.
It's Budalian inbounding the ball here for the Blues. Uzu drives inside, trying to finish at the rim and fouled on the shot. So 2 quick fouls picked up there by Vanier. Now 4 team fouls for them in this quarter. As we're checking here, coach is rolling up his roll-up to win.
The roll-up to win. Please play again. I will. I'm going to take as many of these cups as I can.
Uzu at the line gets the first to go. Now a 1-point game between Vanier and Dawson. Trying to get the second to go. Gets a second as well. A nice touch at the free throw line. Vanier coming back up court here as Hines goes over towards Ba. This game gonna come down to the wire. Hines now driving inside. Budalian gets his hand in on the ball. Over towards Roach, loose ball. Uzu picks it up and slows things down for Dawson. Budalian over towards Uzu. Back up top. From the wing, a 3-point shot off the mark as it's scooped up and Vanier will come back the other way.
I'm seeing crocodile arms, offensive players for Dawson having their hands, like their arms in a crocodile, as opposed to stretched out and really wanting it. Ooh.
A nice little look there. Couldn't finish it. Gets his own rebound.
He's showing a lot,
fouled.
isn't he? He's got a lot of game.
Ludovic Tournier at the line now.
Dawson foul number 10, Jason Bergeron. Budalian, the second personal foul, team's third. Checking in for the Cheetahs, number 13.
So Budalian picks up his second personal.
At the line.
3 team fouls here for Dawson as Tournier comes up to the line.
This is so on script, Dawson averages 72 points a game and Vanier averages 68. Vanier gives up 70 and Dawson gives up 68 on the average. And we got 64-62, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this game.
As Dawson trying to look in towards the corner. They can't connect on the pass, out of bounds off of Vanier, so it will still be Blues possession as they'll inbound from the offensive baseline. Bundalian trying to go inside, will have to send it up to Roach. Graham Roach now finds Uzu, double teamed as he goes off. A three-point shot will be off the mark as rebounded there by the Cheetahs. Tournier coming back the other way now for Vanier. Out to Ba in the corner, down low.
Nice inside feed.
Chizanga going up against Kazadi. Chizanga back out now to Ba. Tournier with possession, 5 on the shot clock. Hines, three-point shot, doesn't fall. Chizanga goes up and finishes it for an N1 possibility.
He's been a beast inside. He's working. He's working.
At the line, shooting one.
He did the best version of Moses Malone I have seen in a while. Because Moses was relentless on the glass, and that's exactly what this young man was right there.
Good at the line there is Randy Chizanga.
Randy probably doesn't have a clue who Moses Malone is, but he should be watching.
A little past his time.
Yeah. 67-62. Boy, this is really, you know, Vanier has really stuck with the game plan for long periods of time, and it's working for them. They are making Dawson take outside shots, not a strength, okay? And they're limiting, they're able to rebound out of that zone. A lot of people say, oh, it's hard to rebound. Well, you know, yes and no. Like I said, it's a 5-person effort when you're playing zone to rebound. Dawson extended their defense in the beginning of the second half, created some fouls, and gone away from it a little bit. Maybe it's fatigue. Okay, you do that, you better have good depth, and we'll see now, because now Dawson's down 5. They have to change something. Vanier not. Vanier's got to stick with what they're doing and just see what's happening out on the floor.
As both teams will come back out of the timeout. Dawson going to inbound the ball from the baseline, met full court here by Vanier.
I want to put my picture up on the camera over here. You know, Leighton, I want to get a little bit of, I want to show people when I was skinny.
Want to show them the glory days?
Yeah.
As Kazadi goes over towards Uzu. Uzu will find Bundalian. Kazadi with possession, 10 on the shot clock. Trying to go inside, loose ball scooped up by Chizanga. And it will be Vanier possession here on the jump ball.
Possession, Vanier.
It's got to be full court pickup, and it is. For Dawson.
4:20 left here in this game. Dawson inbounding the ball, Vanier looking to come back the other way. Hines with possession. Over towards Ba. Ba inside. Tournier now exchanging as Chizanga will gain it in the post. Chizanga trying to go to work up against Lafleur. It's a big matchup down low as Lafleur got the best of Chizanga on that possession. Back the other way, Kazadi over to Bundalian. Bundalian for the Blues. Kicks it off to Uzu. Uzu and Bundalian exchange yet again. The three-point shot off the mark, rebounded by Chizanga. A great box out coming up there by Mansit. As Hines back up in the front court. Ba driving inside and a travel called up against Ba.
Don't hurry. You've got a 5-point lead. You've got the ball. Don't hurry. Try to get the ball below foul line extended. That means you're attacking. dish it out, draw the defense. Dawson's got to run this up. They can't be, they got to create a lot of possessions now.
Budalian with possession here for Dawson.
A little bit too many dribbles to get into the offense. Another travel.
Graham Roach gets called on the travel there for the Blues. As
It's been a consistent whistle.
Manset goes in to Hines. Hines bringing the ball up the court. Hines out to Ba. Fake pass into the corner. Finds Amante. And a 3-ball there as Manset extends the lead to 8
and
for Vanier.
That's a mini dagger. That might be the first dagger.
Bundalian back over towards Graham Roach.
They must score on this possession.
Uzu trying to answer back with a 3 of his own. Can't do so. Rebounded by
Guess who got the
Chizenga.
rebound?
Moses Malone.
Randy.
Back up court now, it's Tournier. Tournier trying to drive in up against Roach. Looking to generate some offense here. Tournier into the corner. Manset just hit a huge 3. Now he drives in, trying to finish at the rim. Over to Chizenga. And a 3-second violation there up against Chizenga. So coming back into the game is Akija Leaf.
Man, you're great with the names. It's unbelievable.
As a timeout now called for Vanier.
You're getting a workout.
I am.
Your tongue is getting.
It is. It
definitely getting a workout.
It is. Vanier up 8 now.
Yeah. So
is this too much for Dawson?
It's not too much, but okay. So what Dawson's got to do is they've got to shoot earlier. They've got to score, pick up deep. I don't know if fouling is what they want, but they've got to go for the steal. That is for sure. So I'm sure Wayne is talking about trapping the ball, like getting double team. So they're talking about their rotations, making sure that guys are going to help. If somebody leaves a spot, you got to fill that spot with help. Vanier's got to be poised. They have to be still in attack mode without looking to shoot mode. Okay, yes, you do look to shoot, but you want to attack the defense. You want to make them play. You don't want to give up. You don't want to take your shot too early in the shot clock. It's just extend your possession as long as you can.
As we'll see here, both teams back out of the timeout now. 2:13 left in the fourth quarter. Vanier up 8.
So Vanier's got full pickup, and again, that's going to take time off the clock for Dawson.
Dawson coming into the front court. Leith with possession. Now 2 minutes left in the game as Uzu tries to go up and fouled there by Ba.
Which real change in defense. That you know, because Vanier's been running back and settling in their matchup 2-3 for the whole game. Now we see them picking up full court, and I wasn't sure if it was man or not, but they might be switching it up. I don't know if I would switch up what's been working so well, but Faras knows his team a lot better than I do.
Uzu gets the first to go, looking to go 2 for 2. Vanier now 5 fouls. Both teams going to be in the bonus the next time they're fouled.
1:59 to go, 70-64. Vanier with the lead.
Manset's quarterback look on the mark as Tournier comes down with it this time.
That's another thing I love, a looking long against pressure.
Manset now with possession here for Vanier. Back up towards Hines. Hines inside, a loose ball scooped up by Biangue. Coming back the other way for Dawson. Over towards Lafleur as that one's blocked, this time by Ba. And a jump ball will be called. It will be Dawson possession.
Possession, Dawson.
$1:30 to go.
Dawson now on the baseline here. Leith inbounding the ball to Lafleur. Stephen Lafleur over towards Graham Roach. A little hesitation move there by Uzu. Can't finish at the rim. Loose ball out of bounds off of Vanier. So 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
How did Uzu miss that shot?
Leith inbounding the ball yet again here for Dawson. He'll go over towards Uzu. Roach driving inside, turning around. Biange's three is on the mark as we've got a three-point game here in Lennoxville.
Full court pickup. 70-67, 1:10 to go in this ball game.
Up court come the Cheetahs as Ba has possession here for Vanier. Hines over towards Tournier. Tournier guarded by Graham Roach. Looking to give the ball out. Chizanga with possession, driving down low. Chizanga into the corner at the buzzer. Shot off the mark and a shot clock violation
And
coming up.
Dawson's got the ball with 45.8 seconds to go. Coach for us is motioning his team to get back on defense, set up in the zone, pack it in, see if they can get the Blues to take an outside shot with somebody who maybe he's not a high percentage shooter.
As Leith will bring the ball up the court here for Dawson. Leith in towards Biange and out of bounds on the sideline. Now a timeout going to be called here for
38
Vanier.
seconds to go. So again, this is going to play out like an eternity. So do you foul? Do you number one, I think here you can play it straight up if you have a lot of confidence in your defensive pressure. I think in the beginning, what you try to do is maybe create a steal opportunity from the inbounds possession, okay? Then once they get it in, you don't need to gamble. You don't need to run around like chickens with their heads cut off, right? You want to try to get the steal right away. If you can't, no need to foul right now. Still too much time, 38 seconds to go. Play it straight up, play pressure, make somebody shoot the ball with you being in front of them.
14 seconds then. You get the ball going back on the offensive side. 3-point game.
Again, it doesn't have to be a three, but it has to be attacked. Remember the priorities, okay? Try to get fouled because getting fouled stops the clock. Try to get a layup because you are penetrating and drawing defense. And then you do those things, the three-point shot will present itself. Dawson is going to be shooting bonus on the next foul, and so is Vanier.
So it all comes down here. Inbounding the ball, Vanier with Manset. Manset inbounds the ball to Ba.
Nice job breaking pressure.
Hines now with possession for the Cheetahs. 15 on the shot clock.
So we got a 12-second difference, about a 13-second difference.
Hines up against Leith. Hines looking to attack inside, turning around. Hines goes up off the glass and good for two.
72-67.
Uzu now coming back the other way. Uzu attacking inside, will go up, but can't finish at the rim. Uzu now is fouled with 7.5 left.
I mean, you cannot play this. You cannot script this more than it's been scripted all year. I mean, you look at what these teams score per game, what they give up, and this is what we're looking at on the scoreboard. What a great game for us to open up this tournament.
An awesome game.
Yeah, and for us to call. Boy, we're lucky to do this one.
As Uzu is at the line here, shooting 2 for the Blues, which can bring them within 3. He gets the first to go. Phenomenal free throw shooter.
And now you got to foul. You got to steal, foul, score.
As he gets the second to go as well. Now a timeout called for Vanier.
Yeah, now Vanier, they have a decision to make. Where do they take the ball out of bounds? With 7.5 seconds to go, I mean, you can use the whole real estate of the floor right now, and that will give you in my mind, it gives you a lot more opportunities to cut and get open. In a confined area, where they're going to, if they took the ball in the forecourt, it's more confined. That's an advantage to the defense. So I'm not sure and where they're going to take the ball out, but this is always interesting to see. I love this. You know, I mean, I've been retired from coaching for a long time now, and for me to get back, I still get so jazzed up, so excited about this. And, you know, it's like I'm preparing for the game, preparing for the moment.
As both teams now coming out of their timeouts, a 72-69 game for Vanier over Dawson. Closer than it was earlier on in the year, an 11-point win for Vanier.
I mean, really, these teams are equal. You know, they're equal. It comes down to a couple of plays, and there's going to be a winner. And right now, Vanier looks pretty good. They've got to run a good set here out of bounds.
And so Vanier looks like they're going to be taking the ball from their own backcourt, and the coaches just making sure that that man set's going to be able to run the line here.
Yes, see, good. So there's a lot of advantages here, and you're spreading the Dawson defense out.
As Manset looking to inbound the ball, 7.5 left in this game. Referees are signaling to one another. Manset running the baseline. It goes in to Tournier. As he'll be fouled on the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you don't want to get it that close to the sideline, and we had the double team right away. I mean, he's got to miss. He's a good shooter. He's got to miss both of them for Dawson to have a chance. Makes one, this game is over.
First team too?
Yeah, first team to 73 wins.
As Tournier will not hit 73. Missed on the first. Looking to go 1 for 2. Tournier gets the first to go. So now a timeout called for Dawson. What's this going to look like for them?
I hate this. You know, you're down 4. What are you supposed to do as a coach? Come up with a 4-point play? I mean, that's hard. That's a difficult situation to be in. I mean, yeah, you want to run a play for a 3-point shot. That's your only option right now. So you want maybe do some misdirection, but what are you supposed to do? I mean, 4 points is hard. What you got to do with Vanier is play with your hands behind your back. Don't get crazy.
Don't foul.
Don't listen to the devil on your left shoulder that's telling you you've got to block the shot. You don't. Even if they make the 3, you win the game by 1, and you walk away with a quality win. You just do not want to foul if you're Vanier. If you're Dawson, you want to run your play. You want to make sure that the right guy is shooting the ball, maybe with some contact, and hope.
Hope and pray.
Hope and pray. Not a great strategy, but the only one they have left.
As Dawson will come up to the front court. Inbounding the ball will be Uzu Bahimana.
The guy taking the ball out is always the most dangerous guy in my mind.
As Uzu will look to inbound the ball to Roach. Graham Roach stepping back. 3-point shot off the mark.
This game is over. Congratulations, Vanier, 73-69 winner. Leighton, we had a great game to start off this provincial championship tournament.
Thank you guys for joining us this morning. We'll be back on the mic at 12 o'clock for Jean de Brebeuf contre Jean Abbott. And we'll catch you guys then. women's team is practicing from 1 to 3 today.
Oh, okay. Tu veux? Ah ouais?
C'est quand qu'ils jouaient.
Pour présenter le joueur du match, pour Vanier, VIQL, please welcome my Bryn, Athletic Director for Vanier. Joueur du match pour Vanier, the Cheetahs player of the game, number 7, Jeremy Hines. Félicitations aux deux équipes et merci Sébastien et Marianne. Congratulations to both teams. Restez de notes pour le prochain match de quart de finale masculin. On va se rendre à l'Islanders de Canada.